if you are familiar with a certain play called The Sound of Music, probably the most legendary part when that lady is singing and it's saying the hills are alive with the sound of music. Well, the hills definitely alive. A lot going on at FAMU. We're gonna talk about it, man. Recruiting wise, you're gonna get tired. We got a list, offers, commits, especially football. Also, talk a little bit about the baseball, softball team, kind of what's going on there. And we're gonna delve into that presidential search a little bit, kind of like what I think happened. But then, maybe some other stuff too. Y'all know what's up though. It's always gonna be. It's about to be Fangs up.
Yeah, baby, you know what time it is. Now let's get it started.
Are you kidding me? Unreal!
While our HBCUs are mostly known for academic rigor, community, they also know how to turn up.
Does he have it? Yes, he does!
And that might be the knockout punch.
All right, greetings, salutations. Hoping all is going well with you and yours. Look, I ain't gonna lie, brother's been playing catch up on this recruiting stuff today and yesterday. So it looks like 1,000,001 posts went out on the Twitter page. It's because they did. So probably gonna upload those to Facebook. Just make it like one big old commitments. Another thing for offers. But look, get y'all in there. What's up, little baby? What's up, Marvin? Let's see. That's 2 ohms right there. Let's fix that. Here we go. Okay, make sure we got it. All right. There it is. So the hills are alive. Partially. There's a lot going on campus. Like, I ain't gonna hold y'all. I ain't gonna lie about it. I'd rather be truthful with y'all and then lie about it. It is a lot going on. Little baby, it's fully packed show. I was not anticipating, and then I saw them offers that slid out, and then in the midst of updating those, like I was updating, created a little new commitment thing, and then in the middle of that, we had more stuff come up, and it's like, good Lord, I'm trying to keep up, and y'all jokers just keep producing and putting that work out there, man. Look, if y'all are so inclined, definitely got to put the spiel out there for Rattler boosters, but in the fiscal year's coming, so yeah, I know Keith keeps it real with you. Say that for August. Like, not telling you not to join. Just lay it by. Put it to the side. No point in you paying $100 for 2 months of membership. Just put it to the side. Like, don't even worry about that right now. Also, if you missed the show with St. Clair Moraine, we had Coach Rice on there. Good crew coming in there. Probably going to Charlie Ward in there as well if we can get that going. So some good stuff going on there. Let's see if I can. There we go. Now, as in regards to the SWAC champions, they don't know where they're going yet. They find out this week, actually. I think Tuesday and Wednesday for both sets of champions, whether it is your FAMU tennis team or your FAMU golf. Both will find out this week what place they're going to and their intended destination. So I'm excited. I don't know about you, but it's a good time to be a FAMU fan. And what's up, Gail? And if y'all didn't catch on, we got a basketball coach too. So Charlie Ward, new men's basketball coach, as called by Brian. So y'all have heard that enough, though. I've given him a lot of credit, but I also want to make sure, happy birthday. So I don't know what hit. But happy birthday, Coach Pressure. I was at this game. This is at UCF. I've been there enough to be able to know, and I believe I remember the outfit. So I was definitely there for this one. Good time. Happy birthday, Coach. Gonna be interesting. I had the conversation with my, I don't want to say favorite uncle, but all of them are favorites. But Uncle Woman, we had a different kind of bond. But we just had that conversation openly This is year 3. We got to get that dub. That program's got to turn around. If not, I'll say it if you won't. I wouldn't be surprised if Erica Cromartie gets a shot. Not trying to get rid of pressure. Not trying to do that. I'm just a realist, and I'm honest about the status of this program. You cannot, especially we have board of governor members who are purposely making things difficult contractually. You can't get them to sign back on for a losing product. It's just where I'm at. Me personally, I get it. And Kylie, you being nice by saying the seat is warming up. I'm gonna say it like BG and them boys, them hot boys. The seat is hot. The seat is hot. It's hot. Like that year 3, we haven't seen any recruits coming in. Seen some offers, but no commitments. Haven't seen any of those players at the portal going anywhere either yet. So that's gonna be interesting. I'll ask the question openly. I wonder. I know that supposedly the door is supposed to have been closed on them. I'd welcome back a few of those. Just saying, like, I'll go ahead and sell them. You're in year 3. I know you're trying to get your peeps in, but that's a tough sell as a parent. Just as a person who's got 2 teenagers myself, it's a tough sell for me, a parent, to sell you that program as a freshman. Unless you're just a baller that's been overlooked, I think FAMU is an easy sell then as far as the women's basketball program, because the mindset isn't that you're going to stay. The mindset is you're going to transfer. I mean, we could be real about this, or we could lie about it, right? And y'all know Keith likes to be honest. If I'm selling this basketball program right now, I'm probably selling it mostly JUCO players and high school players, because we've seen high school players kind of get passed over. You can find some high school players that can maybe score in volume, like, because just saying, like, it's got to change, and that's not coming from the perspective of a hater. Again, I like Coach Gordon. I think she can do great things, but I also am looking at the data. And the numbers are the numbers. Like, we've seen where the program hadn't quite gone the way it should go, where we want it to go. And will those in power give her another year? That's open question. Not me trying to get nobody fired. Not saying somebody should get fired. I'm just being honest. The results are the results. I've had bad results before. I remember I'm a teacher. I interviewed for this school, and I was like, yo, the school I'm at now, I told the principal, I was like, hey, civics is not my jam. That is my worst subject. I was like, if you want to throw me there, my numbers suck. Like, I don't like teaching it. Doesn't really, doesn't fit my style. Like, I don't even care about the pressure, because eventually I become indifferent. My thing is just that I don't have a lot of experience with it. I was like, U.S. and world history, that's my jam. And I'm honest about it. And look, we had real conversations. Like, your numbers are your numbers, your data is your data. Like, so when we're talking about this basketball program, both sides, neither side has brought in any recruits as of late. But on the flip side, the players that have transferred out, the best school I've seen someone go to was Indiana State. I believe that wasn't Matthews. That was the SWAC player of the year. He's at Indiana State. I think that's an upgrade. That's just me personally. I'm a rational person about the state of this FAMU program. We're an extremely low mid-major. Like, we don't really care about basketball that much. Like, and Kylie says, we know she can coach, but can she shop and maintain? Just saying. Look, baby said that's my biggest concern. And Marvin, I'm with you. I'm rooting for a turnaround. Like, I can't think of the last FAMU coach I just wasn't rocking with. Like, it's been a minute since I had a FAMU coach who I was like, nah, bro, you're not it. And I'm not rooting for you. I can't ever think of one I just didn't root for. I can think of coaches I didn't love, but I can't think of none I was just like rooting against. Like, to me, that's backwards. I don't think you root against your program. Not if it's your program. And the baby said, love Coach Gordon, but I also love our AD's mission, and she's looking to turn a profit on a second revenue generating sport, and winning gets money in. Exactly. And I'm telling y'all, I'll say it now. We've been said it. Don't be shocked Eric Cromartie gets that call. Like, the reason I say that is this. I'm just looking at what AD Suggs has done. When she's brought in coaches, I'm trying to think back. Look, I'm trying not to misspeak, but every one of her coaches come from high school. Like, except for the bowling coach. He had a lot of experience, but men's basketball, high school ranks, success, championships, invest in the community. Softball coach, high school ranks, success, championships, a lot of experience. Eric Cromartie, he's on the staff. Probably going to come at a good price. Championships, experience the head coach. I think it's a commonality where you're seeing that, and and this ain't to start controversy. Like, I ain't trying to split no rooms. Y'all know me. I'm just honest about this. And when I see stuff, I say stuff. Like, that's just how it is. That's a tough sell when you literally have board of trustee members who have ended up with the stank in their face for not supporting contracts for coaches and to having to like really twist their arm. That's a tough sell when you look down that bench and you're saying 3 words. Well, 3 things. 1, this is a coach who has experience. This is a coach who has championships. This is a coach who's a rattler. That's a tough sell to sit in that board of trustees meeting, whatever, and start screaming about lack of experience. Because the last time you did that, the egg was on your face. Because it was an experienced coach. They had championships. Or it was Craig. He was experienced. Like, I'm just saying, don't be surprised. I think that's going to be the move if a move is made. But if an extension is coming, it'd be nice to see like a 2-year extension. Like, just saying. And I agree. We should be top 5 in the SWAC. Nothing less. Now, mentioning top of the SWAC to you, FAMU softball, first year head coach at the college level, division championship. And she won the series against your old coach, who you effed over, but you got somebody who probably got a little more experience. I'm going to say that as a person who was a huge Camise Patterson fan, who lamented her leaving. But we won the season series, I believe. I know we won the weekend series. Let me say that. And with that, you won the division. First year coach. I'm just saying, this is a sport, and quietly, softball probably has the 3rd best facilities on campus. Just field-wise. The softball field, miles out of the baseball stadium. I'm just saying. Like, how y'all gonna beat Coach P like that? Hey, just saying. Coach Bill came out. She did. And again, experience. This is one thing I've been saying. One thing if you've been following and like, share, subscribe, click the little bell button, all that stuff. But I value experience. Winners know how to win. Like, it's just period. Like, it doesn't matter if you have a lot of talent or a little talent. If you have no talent at all, it's going to be tough for you to win, but you're going to be able to coach it up. And you may not get the amount of wins you would get if you had better talent, but you're going to look at the X's and O's and be like, man, you're out coaching this person. Like, you may not get those final results, but somebody's going to notice you're doing more with less. I think in this situation, we have a coach who she understands, she's connected, she's a hell of a coach. And I'll say this now, and this ain't Keith trying to be funny or whatever. This is a coach. You're grooming their replacement now. I mean, one thing Angela Suggs already said, you keep a short list. You have to have a list. And I will not tell you any lies. Kamice Patterson's on that list. I'm going to say it like that. I'm going to keep it a bean with you. Because me personally, when I'm seeing a person who played at the Division I level at an SEC school who's come to FAMU in 1 year, took over a program that was at the championship level, kept it there. You don't think the SEC schools are noticing, especially her alma mater? Like, I'm going to say it like this. I would be very surprised if Auburn doesn't make that call. Like, and look, y'all know me. Keith argues with data. Like, Auburn has softball. They 30-21 on the season. That means they are currently ranked, and let's hope this doesn't slow the computer down too bad. They are ranked next to last in the SWAC. 6-18 in conference. She graduated from Auburn. You don't think they're going to want to bring a winning coach home? I mean, same thing I just said about the basketball program. Roll that over here. This is a coach in 3 years. Exactly, Evelyn. Next to last in the SEC. She's come to FAMU and applied B2A. What's up, O'Green? Like, I'm just saying, at a certain point, you got to be real about this. Baseball, you're good. He ain't going nowhere. Like, he's been offered and turned it down. And at this point, I think he's just cool with this. Like, hey, I'm a FAMU. I'm good to retire here. Have you a list going. What's up, Tamara T? But softball? Oh, there is a huge X on her back because she has another good year like this at FAMU. You'd be a fool to think Auburn's not going to call her, especially if she's an alum. Look, HBCUs are not the only places that like to bring people home. I say it like that. Look across the street. FSU basketball, Luke Ops. Look at his staff. Like, he brought other people home. Like, just saying. you ain't lying, Kylie. B2A. Like, so I'm just saying, with softball, I have a short list. And on that list, Kamice Patterson's on that list. Oh, look, I would be very surprised. I'll say that out loud. If Angela Suggs doesn't have that person on the list. Now, I wouldn't ask her in front of you and everybody else, but we on the elevator, I'd mention it. Now, she may go a different direction, but I'm just saying. Hey, we can be real about this or we can lie about it, Marvin. Now, you know me. We're going to be real. Now, the baseball team, we finally got off the schneid. Got this series with Grambling. Look, because we were on a losing streak. That was aggravating. Like, we beat Grambling. Need us to do the same in basketball next year. And yes, it's because I'm petty. Like, and I like Coach Curry. Look, I wish him well. Anytime we play anybody but FAMU. Like, I think you got Mills and Matthews over there. You go join them over there. Like, but won the series over there. And I'm just saying, yeah, man, we had contact issues against Cookman. Man, that team, they're probably gonna win the SWAC. And I hate to say it. Now, football wise, look, if you got some minutes, we gonna hold you for a second. Look, am I gonna big screen it, small screen it? Let's see. Yeah, we're gonna keep it like that. All right, so the offers went out. The offers have been going out. Keith just hadn't been keeping up. Sometimes we're sick, sometimes we're just doing stuff. But look, this right here, I will say, for all of us, and that's why I said us, who are complaining, where are the high school recruits? Bruh. And Kyle, I'm gonna get to that. Look, I'm gonna say that. We're gonna get to the offers first. Oh, look, when you look at the spades, you count your books, but you look at your possibles, and you always tell your partner how many you got, and then how many possibles you might have. We're gonna look at the possibles first before we count some books. But this right here, 6'4", 170. These kids a track kid from First Baptist from Naples. Yeah. I'm hoping. I ain't gonna get too excited. I'm gonna wait till I see it. Like, before I get all hyped up. Another one, Darius Carter, another receiver. I'm just saying, the receiver room, we got some offers that went out. This one now from Ugali. He's an Oregon commit. Like, I'll celebrate the offers, but he might come back. But on the first round, yeah, no, I ain't gonna sell you nothing fake. Oh, what you bidding this shit, Keith? Oh man, for FAMU? Sheesh. Man, look, I got 8. I got 8 books. I got 8 books in a possible. I gotta look back at the schedule. But if I'm just looking at my hand right now, as a FAMU fan, I got 8 in the possible. Right, I'm just saying. Another one, Marty Savage. This is community college receiver. He's from California. We're gonna see. KSA 8-9. Okay. Like I said, I'm rolling with 8 in the possible. I'll look at it again. Because we're gonna talk about that quarterback a little bit. Another offer that went out, Caleb Smith, Tampa Jesuit, powerhouse. Does he come to FAMU? We'll see. He's 2026 too, though, so we'll see. Now this one right here, Hunter Teal, tight end. He's transferred. He's been offered by FAMU once before, though. He was offered under the Simmons era. We'll see how that goes. I'm hopeful. This one right here, Jeff Burton. One thing I'm noticing, FAMU's offering a whole bunch of receivers and a whole bunch of linemen. Like, no games played, Grand Valley State University, Division III powerhouse. Like, if you don't know, you should just check their reference. This one, Cameron Jones, transfer Old Dominion. We're going to see. James Madison. I said Old Dominion. James Madison. Old Dominion is blue. James Madison is purple. They're both in pretty much the same area, but different schools. Then there's Matt. He's Haitian. I can't say that last name. I think it's Pajust. But we're going to see with him. The Buffalo, another offensive lineman. You can see offensive line is important. Look, we got some offers coming in. Then Reese Osiwusu, he is actually from England. Transfer from, I don't remember. I forgot to write it down. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I had it. If I'm looking at it, it'll reaching back. Lamar. There we go. Look, I saw half a logo right there on the coach. Yeah, that's what brought it back. Stadium nerd. This one now, Tyler Scott, defensive lineman, Kennesaw State. Kennesaw State's been solid, FAMU. Like, I don't know how you feel about it, but it is what it is. Then another one, we got Devin Waller, another lineman. Seven Warren, another offensive lineman. And then you start looking right here. This kid's actually, he's in the same school Junior went to. He's actually transferred from App State, but Anthony Rozier from Wekiva in Apopka. So, but transferring from App State at linebacker. So, with this position that Coley say you want a little something though, like just saying. And the little baby says, "I know keeps talking. Coley keeps talking about running the ball, but what I see, Board's gonna throw it. Oh yeah, absolutely." Then this local product from 3838 Trojan Trail. Sorry, y'all know I'm biased. Jacorian Davis Wiley, DB, 6'26". Okay. Then this one, Norman Massey. He is a transfer. This is like on his third school. So another kind of DB out there looking to make a little noise. Hopefully do a little something. Then we got a kicker that we offered, Liam Kinsella. Look, one thing Cozy got tired of hearing about, all us talking about the kickers. You literally got rid of the special teams coach because of it. And I missed the long snapper, but we got long snapper too. Now, QB1. Like, I'm just going on saying. CJ Montez, transfer. He's actually transferred from Fordham, but he played at that's New Mexico. Yeah. Check the stats. When I tell you this dude, his stats are going to make you excited, especially when you're looking at one particular stat that I'm not going to say because I don't want to jinx it. But needless to say, the stats say he should be solid. That's what the statistics say. They also say he's probably going to be QB1. So I'm just saying, we also got our tight end back out of the portal. So we did sign a tight end, and we got one out of the portal. I'm going to say it like this. Scotty said it before I could publicly. But if you caught me on the streets, like one of I think my cousin caught me. He said, this guy pans out, you want to swipe. Like, we already know it's FAMU Jackson. If you notice, kind of the beginning of the month, Jackson had a good little run. Now FAMU's making a run. And it's interesting to see the difference in the players that we're recruiting. You can see where FAMU is going to be very smash mouth. I think Coach Gray would get Junior right. I'm going to talk about Junior today. So I wish him well. But this right here, that's going to be your new starter, probably. Very accurate. And you're starting to look. I don't disagree that Coach Burris is going to want to sling the rock, but go watch his YouTube film. I didn't want to pull it up. One, because I didn't want to slow the computer down. Because it does. It literally, when I have that on the other screen, it slows the computer down a good bit. But on the other side, I didn't want to show all this film. He does run a lot of plays out of play action when you look at the film on YouTube. It's a film from him at Fordham. And when you look, you notice some things. Like he does some quarterback things. Yeah, he passed the ball. But normally it's like pat gone. It's not like he's patting the ball and as Willie Simmons would say, just patting the baby. He ain't doing that. He is getting rid of the ball. Looks like he kind of was going through the progressions, but a lot of deep balls in that film. I'm just saying it like that. Like, and look, that's what I'm saying, Kyler. Like, I was trying not to say that too loudly, but I think this might be the fastest set of receivers he's had since New Mexico State, if not ever. Like, you just start looking at Ace and some of those guys. Look, I'm telling you, Kev, it looked good. And we have some tall receivers. Ace is coming back. As far as I know, I don't know what's going on with Quan. I know Quan Lee's in the portal. But we got our main tight end back. So that's the thing. Like, I'm just wanting to see how far it goes and where it ends up. Like, that's just me personally. Like, as a fan, as an alumnus, um, I think we're solid. A receiver, I don't disagree. Just looking at the offers that went out, I think we're going to get one more potentially. I think we really have an opportunity to do some things this year. I agree. I definitely want Quan Lee back. I think him in this receiving core, I think it's a problem. And I think the bigger issue is if he's a junior, it's not a bad move because that means he would get 2 years at the school he goes to. If he's a senior, we saw this. Like, you looked at the portal, you saw some HBCU guys who transferred out that went to some other schools get drafted. But it's not the norm. And we've shown where FAMU's able to produce some things. And if he can come here and have a decent year, I ain't gonna say he's gonna get drafted. Yeah, I'm not gonna say that. But he'll get a shot somewhere. Hell, Musa made practice squad and is playing overseas. Like, I think Daniel Richardson ends up in the CFL or XFL. But if he was taller, I know he's gonna hate hearing that, but it would be on. Now this one, he came on home. Travis Jones, yeah, kid from Charles. That's a good get. A running back room that is very competitive, looking to add a little speed. Hopefully, he can be that extra burst because if he can, yeah, especially in a running back room that we're saying openly is going to be competitive with a team that's looking to run the ball more, you want to save Thad Franklin as long as you can. Like, we still want him in there running over people, but you want to be able to spell him out for other people every once in a while. Like, I'm just saying. Like, but I like this kid. Local kid, went to Childs. I'm just saying. And I'm with you, Marvin. Like, I like the fact that he's getting what he needs and he's using the portal. It's kind of going both ways. Like, yeah, you lose some players, but you're getting players that really fill in the gap. I mean, that are coming in and doing some stuff. Now, this one right here, this is a receiver. Josiah Watkins. Yeah. That's why I don't know if Quan's coming back. But we already had a stacked receiver room. Like, you look at this receiver room and kind of think about what it is and where it is. I don't know if he's coming back. I'll say that. But I will also say it's competitive. Like, we are going to have some fun offensively. I think this team's going to stay a run-first team, but I think the play action is going to be huge. Just, again, looking at what this quarterback does, he's 6'3". Now you give him a plethora of receivers, good running backs. You're really building an offensive line. Like, think about where FAMU's offensive line is and what it could be. This could be a heck of a season. Like, I'm just saying like that. Like, and look, Kylan says, we have to short defensive tackle. Only position you're worried about. I'm not mad at that. I like that. Now, this one right here, Miles Campbell, I ain't gonna lie. That's why I thought your boy was gone. This is a good tight end get. Like, FAMU's tight end room is back to last year level. I'll say that as far as like competition level and whatnot, I think it's there. That's just me. I think Pruitt, I think we wasted the talent last year. I'll say that openly. But I think this year, you start looking at the guys in that room, this could be a fun team. Like, tight end wise, you start looking at every level. We keep getting better. And you got another one from Childs, by way of Coffeyville. Look, love it. It might be a nice little get. Probably, I think he's listed as being a center. That's solid. Like that's a good get right there. Like we do need defensive line. I think we need one or two more, but we did just get one. Um, for those who wanted to ask, if you notice, James Ash was gone one day, and the next day, 300-pound freshman from Jacksonville, Mandarin, Adrian Medine. I'm just saying, because I don't know if he's going to be able to replace James Ash. I'm not going to say that like that. But you did go size for size, and he's bigger. And that kid's solid. Like, he don't look like a 300-pound guy. He looked like a solid 275. But then you look, he's a little yoked up. That's going to be interesting to see. Like, freshman coming in, 300 pounds. Can he get in the mix on the interior line? I'm just saying. Look, because I'm with you, Kyler. I think we got better. Like, for everything we may say about, whatever. I don't know if this is a replacement for Ash Marvin, but I think it's an effort. Like, I think that was a move. I think it was, hey, let's kind of get a young guy in. And we kind of know what it is. Like, if he has some success, year two, probably going to be what it is. But it's a solid get for a position of need. Like, again, stop the run with 6, get pressure with 4, run the ball with confidence at 3rd and 2. Can we do that? Hey, you asking questions, Doc. Look, Mandarin does have a squad. Like, they've had a squad for the past couple years. Shout out to James Colsey and James Coleman, especially. He's over there coaching, doing some other things. But yeah, like, they're doing some work. Like, I had questions like y'all at the beginning on this recruiting, but when I'm seeing this, yes, sir. And we got the kicker. Like, Colsey got tired of hearing y'all talk greasy about him and his kicker. Yep, Mandarin and Reigns. Yeah, it would have been nice if we could have got one of the kids from Reigns. Like, I like Big Game James. He's been on the show. Definitely have to welcome him back. And then we had a guy go. He got to the NFL. So Kendall Bowler he didn't get drafted, but he went as a UDFA. So just looking at this football status and this program right now, I know that's what really brings the people here. Like, so far, the offers are tight. They're solid, and the commitments are good. I think we're still going to probably get maybe 2 or 3 more. We did have some guys transfer out, but it looks like you kind of replaced and you got good. So it's going to be interesting. And the kicker, it is, let me go back. Sorry. Emilio Bacardi. So we had him up here on the offer list. Lake Mary product. Lake Mary is in Seminole County. So about a good 45 minutes. My buddy Dan stays in Lake Mary, but good 45 minutes from me. So you're almost to Daytona if you're going to Lake Mary. So it's between Orlando, Daytona, about 45 minutes from Orlando. But they have a football powerhouse. Lake Mary's been having some really good years. They got a quarterback that I believe is going to Notre Dame. So, but you got better. And I think that was the big thing. And we're still waiting to hear from more students, what happens to Mr. B2A? Like, does Gasset get picked up? What happens with some of the other guys? I definitely have that question. Do they get those UDFA opportunities? And what teams might give them that? Like, and that's just out there. And part of it we do have to understand, though, the NFL draft has changed since the days when Bob Hayes was getting drafted. We have fewer rounds and more schools. So naturally, the supply has outpace the demand. I'll say that. Yeah. You have more schools, more players, fewer picks. So it's not a complete surprise when we don't see as many of our guys getting drafted. But my Saints got drafted. So congratulations, Carson Vincent, Alabama A&M, Kappa Alpha Psi, Gamma Phi. So yeah. You saying a freshman depending on field goals? No. He's in the mix. But no, we've signed, I think, 3 kickers, 2 or 3 kickers. No. I'm not depending on him to kick field goals. No. We have a transfer, I believe. So I have to go back and look and check through all that, but not depending on him. But I think he's going to contribute. But yeah, freshman dependent? Nah, yeah, I don't depend on freshmen. Even the defensive line from Mandarin, I ain't gonna depend on him, but I expect him to get some reps. As long as he's in good standings, I expect him to get some reps, especially against some of the teams on our schedule. Like, there's no reason that kid should not get in against the. Let's looking at the schedule right fast. Let's see if I got it. I don't have the whole schedule up, but Albany State at least. Like, yes, yeah, there we go. And the guy from Edward Ward is actually solid. Western Michigan is solid too. So you start looking up. This FAMU football team's got some potential, and we are, like I said, I got 8 right now. Just top of my head, 8. I don't think we should lose a home game, but you have 3 that are like this. This is a tough home schedule. Like, you start looking, Albany State, that should be a comfortable win. I ain't gonna say a blowout. It should be comfortable. Alabama State might be kind of tight. Like, it's pre-season, too early to tell. But Andrew Body, he's coming back. That's a thing. North Carolina Central, that's another game. It's gonna be tough. Alcorn, another one, might be kind of tough. And then, of course, the defending SWAC champions, Celebration Bowl champions, coming here. That's gonna be a tough game. And it's gonna be the right kind of weather too. November 1st, yes, sir. I'm going with everybody else's prediction. We're going on 12. Hey, y'all have a lot of faith in Alabama State. I don't have a lot of faith in them. I have faith in Andrew Body. Like, I'll say it like that. I think Alabama State has consistently shown that they can produce a good defense. Now they have a quarterback, if he can stay healthy, that can move the ball. Didn't say he could throw it. I said he could move it. That's why I'm saying I think in the SWAC East, it's 3 teams. I think at number 1, I'm going to go with the champs for now. I think Jackson State's 1. I think FAMU's 2. Alabama State's 3. I'll say it like that. And the only reason I say that number is we both got better. I haven't seen where Alabama State has gotten better at the level that FAMU and Jackson State have. I'll say that out loud. Like, both the top 2 teams in the SWAC got a lot better. Will the third team in the division get better? Because if so, I'm just saying. So I don't have faith in Andrew Body. The best ability is availability. You ain't never lied. That's what I said. But we played him kind of, what's that? Early in the season, kind of September 27th. I think we're going to see what that offensive coordinator cooks up. Is he running around? Is he moving? Kind of like, what's going on there? Like, those are going to be the interesting questions we have, man. So we're going to see. Now, the other thing, the Hills are alive because y'all know that presidential search is going on. They pretty much said start over. I'm not mad at that. Okay. Win all your home games. On the road, we good. You got faith in Southern? I got no faith in Southern. Like, forgive me. And I might be burnt over from Dooley. I got no faith in Southern. I just don't. I think they might be the best team on the worst side of the conference, but I don't think that says a lot. That could just be me, but I have no faith in Southern. I think they could probably win it again though, like their division. But look, thank you. Like what we've seen, and this is another time where, again, I appreciate every FAMU who was vocal, who signed a petition, who reached out, who posted and was like, we don't want Marva. Like, and it's not because she's a lady. It's not because she's a woman. It's not because we're sexist. But it's because we've seen where the DeSantis government and regime, as much as they want to lean to the right, if you want to be that lazy, I don't do the left-right thing. I think it's lazy. I think, when you do that, you are simplifying somebody's political beliefs into something that you can easily quantify and not look for a deeper understanding, because we are more multifaceted than that. But when you're looking at what DeSantis has done literally at the University of Florida with that last president they had before this guy, that was stealing money. Like, and she's literally going to be in that same vein. Not saying that she is that same person, but thank you, Kylan. I said this. It's another OBG to me. Another time where the people are saying, no, we don't want her. No, she shouldn't be in the runnings. And you're being forced to put her in the finalist position. That's what I saw. And it's going to be very similar, because when she doesn't get the support, when you get the Rattlers nation that is supporting just because they love FAMU, but now because they like her, then all of a sudden, well, the problem is the alumni didn't support me. Well, the alumni don't like you. They don't want you. They didn't want you in the first place. And it's not because you're a bad person. It's because the people you align yourself with. You're aligning yourself with a governor who anything that doesn't lean to a certain direction is woke. And he doesn't know what I almost cussed. He doesn't know what the hell woke is. Woke is something to say that it's not my version of republicanism. It's not this, you're letting me just run this and be this fake conservativeness. Because honestly, he's not a conservative. He's not a fiscal conservative, because you see $10 million just disappears, right? Like, he's not in favor of small business. Like, I haven't seen it. Uncle Steve, he's not in favor of small government, because you can't argue you're against big government. You're in your little red island in Tallahassee, because y'all know Tallahassee don't vote for Republicans. Like, I hate watching the news. And they say, oh, this is from Tallahassee. Like, no. This is from the state government offices, not the city of Tallahassee. Tallahassee's blue. Tallahassee is the second bluest area in that nation, and the only bluer place is Gaston County. Like, it's blue. But we've seen they've messed up New College. Like, you completely changed that school. Like, look, I'm with you. I believe the same thing. Woke means black. DEI means certain thing. And I heard DeSantis was allegedly caught up in a Timmy. Ain't no hurt. The news is the news. Check your news. Like, so we're consistently seeing where you're putting people in there who honestly shouldn't be there. Like, I'm not against all the candidates. I do favor one or two. But honestly, I really feel like it would be good to get some fresh ideas, maybe from other campuses. Like, I give this credit to a friend of mine. His name is Daniel Wise, Dr. Daniel Wise, actually. He went to Florida State for his master's. I forgot where he went for PhD. And I was like, hey, we were talking about college. We were in school. And I was like, what do you think about doing your PhD at? You coming to Florida State? He's like, oh, no. I'm like, why? He's like, oh, that's academic incest. I was like, dude, you got to explain to me what that is. He's like, oh, when you go to the same school over and over and over again, you never get a different opinion. You don't get a different view. I was like, dang, I never thought about that. I think at a certain degree, we commit academic incest. Like, we only want people from FAMU to come to FAMU to be at FAMU. And I'm not saying that that's always a bad thing, but I think one of the things, especially the easiest way to look at this, look at your athletic director. She went to FAMU, she worked at FAMU, she left FAMU. She got all these experiences, then she brought them back to FAMU. That is the model that I think we should really look for. Somebody who maybe has been at FAMU, maybe hasn't done all their time at FAMU, but has those connections, has that experience, and is able to say, hey, I understand the FAMU culture, but I've been to other places. I know it works. And I really think that that's something that we should look at. I love Dr. Palmer as a candidate. That's just me. But I definitely feel like when it comes to this, and look, they are investigating that. But I think when we're looking at this is where it's important that you speak out. You see it even with this presidential stuff. He's backing off of things because as much as he may not care about his own popularity, he cares about the market. He respects money. And when the money starts talking, I think that changes things. I agree with you, Marvin. I'm surprised that's not a name that didn't get called, but I get it. Like, we do understand within this political climate, there's only a certain level of wokeness that they're going to allow. Translation, if you're not a black conservative, they probably don't want you. Like, we can say that. This show ain't sponsored by the state of Florida. I get too pissed about Ron DeSantis. Like, I could care less. But I'm going to be honest. Like, everything he's done isn't bad. Look, I appreciate it. Look, he had that little toll program. Hey, bro, I appreciate that. Now, you're handling with education. Don't ever do it again. He has no clue. Like, he should not be near an education. Nowhere near education department. Like, we're banning books that don't even make sense. Like, some books, I get it. But you're banning books. Like, and we're seeing here at FAMU, we know what's going to happen if you bring Marva to FAMU. The Coleman Library, whatever books you have, you might well get out there. It's going to be a fire sale. Like, there are going to be people going up there to collect books because it's just going to get thrown out. Because the fact that they tell a history, and they tell a history that doesn't make this country seem amazing and beautiful and everything we've done is right, is going to be seen as being woke. And that's not saying that the country's a horrible place to be. It's saying nobody's perfect. And to sell you a story that America's perfect is bull. And to expect the universities to sell a lie that the students know is a lie is wrong. And I think just presidential wise, she ain't it. And that's it. That's look, I'm just saying. African American studies, I think that would be in question. Like, you're starting to see, like, look at the best way to predict the future is look at the past. Look at the programs they got rid of at the University of Florida and see how many affect the black and brown population and expect them to get rid of those same programs at FAMU. That's my expectation. If she's the president, whatever programs that have benefited the black population, they're going to try to get rid of. They got rid of the Black Student Associate, the BSA, pretty much told them they're cutting their funding. I mean, you can't cut all FAMU's funding, but look for African American studies, other programs that kind of do teach you about your history to receive significant cuts. Like it's gonna be what it's gonna be. But at the same point, how long till it gets embarrassing? Like there's a lot of folks who are waving the Christian flag. Jesus would have got deported. This ain't real. This ain't religion. This ain't got nothing to do with your faith. Like, and if you're hanging this on your faith, what they're doing, it's bogus. Like, you're racist. It's called spade a spade. They're racist. They don't like black and brown things. They're in fear of losing the population majority, whatever. And institutions like FAMU are in danger because we rely on state funds. We rely on federal funds. And we're seeing a consistent attack from both entities on all that. And that's why it's important for you to vote. Like I have some friends who don't vote. That's great. I don't want to hear you complain about politics, because if the politics didn't matter, they wouldn't do everything in their power to make it hard to vote and to then use the powers they get from people voting to be able to hurt you and others. Like it kind of is what it is. Like, so when we're looking here as FAMUans, and again, I just run social media pages. I don't hold any office in any DSO or any organization. I literally just run some of the social pages. And I don't even put this stuff up there. It's important that you vote, because otherwise folks run amok and they say they're doing it in your best interest. Like, yeah, I'm just taking this money away from you, but it's to help you. You're going to figure out, you'll do better. You'll come up with your own bootstraps. You'll be okay. Like, I told y'all, go look for it. There's a reason the Republicans are going against DeSantis. It ain't because he's an idiot. It's because all that Doge stuff backfired. He got caught stealing. His people got caught robbing. And the Republicans have been in power, and people are asking those questions. And they're saying, why do we need Doge in Florida? Republicans have been in power for 30 years. Where's the weight? Why is there still waste, fraud, and abuse? You can't blame the radical left. The right has been in power for 30 years. Let's say if we're going to use the lazy side of this. Like, you can't blame the Democrats. The Republicans have been in power. So it's just one of those things. Like, if FIU and FAU are next, better watch out. Like, and you're even seeing what, UCF? There's some questions here at UCF too. Like, just a point of clarification, please stop using black, brown people, black, brown coalition, brown, no good. But Brown got kicked in the ass. Like, I mean, you know what? Because it's got to be one of those things where we say it. They thought they weren't going to get affected. They got too. So I know it's a sensitive thing to say, but they got kicked in the butt too. Like, and our student population at FAMU is black and brown, whether we like it or not. You go to that pharmacy school, it's a lot of Southwest Asians in that class. And they love to go to FAMU. Like, it's a lot of Latino kids, Latinx, that have started to come to FAMU. They might be Puerto Rican, they might be Dominican, but so it's not just us at FAMU. We look over there and we only see us. You start speaking a little Spanish over there on the student side, and you find out real quick, a lot of those kids are Dominican, Haitian Creole, Puerto Rican, like a lot. And look, Draining Swamp, you were the one who filled it up. Hey, they messed it up, Doc. So we're going to see, as y'all saw, they pretty much put the presidential stuff on hold. I wonder how long that Beard wants to do this. Will they try to slide him in there? Only thing, they don't look like we bringing no checks on. Like I hear anybody who wants to talk about Larry and whatnot. Larry's bringing checks. Like we had other fools going on, and we got R2 status again. Even with everything going on at FAMU, we still got the R2 status. But it's gonna be interesting to see, like, will they choose somebody competent? That's my thing. I don't need somebody that is a Democrat or Republican. I need somebody for FAMU. I don't give a rip really what your politics are when it comes to like FAMU. I need you to do what's best for FAMU. And if you're not going to do what's best for FAMU, and you're going to lean to the left or the right and only do what's best for a political party, follow that. Look over to the FAMU ROTC building and read those words loudly. Lead me, follow me, get the hell out of the way. And if you're over here to do the bidding of the governor just to appease him and try to get rid of our programs, get out of there. Take your name out of the hat. If you're not trying to do what's best for FAMU, because I can guarantee you, ask Tiffany Dawn Sykes, when you piss off FAMU alumni, you don't have their support, we'll turn on you. And you can say we're sexist. You can say what you want. But FAMU consistently and FAMU alumni consistently will show you, better than we can tell you, that we ain't rocking with you, you ain't doing right by FAMU, you won't get our support. And your time at FAMU will not be very good, nor will it be long. So I will encourage anybody, board of trustees or board of governors, pick somebody for FAMU that's for FAMU, not for DeSantis. Because he honestly doesn't give two shits about the state of Florida. He doesn't. He's in for Ron DeSantis. And every college president he's chosen has, for the most part, had a gigantic asterisk next to their name, has been extremely unqualified, and has been an epic failure. And I stand on that. And I will pull data to prove it. And I'm petty like that, and I will. Because he's fucked up every time he's done it. He just has. There's a reason that your political party is saying that he's failing as a governor in many areas, especially in education. Like, just saying. Like, say it right now. I'm not going to run the new president out the first time they don't deliver the charge well. I got that video the first time Dr. Beard. Oh my gosh. That thing was bad. Look, just put a Humphreys tape up there. Like, and she looks like she's going to stir up mess. I'm all over her. I'm just telling you. If you're not for FAMU, get out the way. We love Mother FAMU, but you're not repping her right. We will turn into Humphreys era Rattlers real quick. And anybody who was up on campus during that time will let you know. Humphreys wasn't playing by FAMU, and neither were his Rattlers. I'm not a Humphreys era Rattler, but I was on campus at the time. I've been to many Humphreys events. We know. All right, y'all. Get ready. Thursday, we're going to find out about where this golf team and where this Senate team are going. It was bad. That person was horrible, Doc. Look, I agree. FAMU's faith has always been at God. But I tell you what, the Bible says it best. Faith without works is dead. Get your works going. The issue become how much damage has been sustained to further weaken you with a bad president. We've seen it. And I ain't saying Beard's bad. I'm saying other presidents hadn't been that great. Like, FAMU needs a certain type of leadership. She ain't it. All right, y'all. Let me get out of that. Get off the soapbox. All right, y'all. For everybody at HBCU Digital Network, we'll be back here Thursday. Please write the board of trustees. Fill out the petition. Let them know. Talk to your NAA presidents, man. Like, I'm with my guy Clint Berg. We were supposed to have Clint on the show. it's been real quiet from some of them. Like, we've had y'all on the show. I need y'all to speak out. Like, and that's not a like, that's a charge, not a challenge. I need y'all to speak out. I understand some of y'all, if it's gonna threaten the 501c3 status of the National Alumni Association, don't do it. But if you got people like me, say something. Because she ain't it. And we need better for FAMU. FAMU deserves better. FAMU deserves better than a DeSantis crony. All right, y'all. Let me get out that soapbox because we had a good time talking about recruits. We're going to look and see if we get some more guys that get offered or committed. Y'all know we're going to drop it on here, talk about here. And hopefully we talk about, some basketball news, man. We got to get that fire going, man. Get Coach Ward to get his crew in. And we definitely going to invite him and others on the show. All right, y'all. You already know what's up. What it's always going to be. Fangs up.
Yeah, baby, you know what time it is. Now let's get it started.
Are you kidding me? Unreal.
While our HBCUs are mostly known for academic rigor, community, they also know how to turn up.
Dorsey, how